Well, as you see here, here's yet another site who took their traffic from literal zero to almost 4,000 every single month using AI. And by the way, this is for a non-English speaking niche. So this is Norway. Almost 100% of that traffic comes from Norway. All right. And I've talked about this before a lot, which is people oftentimes focus too much on US based traffic and they neglect the countries where people don't speak English because there's a lot of people who don't speak English. German niches, French, Portuguese, Spanish, Greek. I mean, whole Europe, Asia. I mean, even the Americas, Brazil, who speak Portuguese, Brazilian. I mean, Mexico, Spanish. So a lot of people neglect these markets, which are often underserved. And clearly they need and they lack content. They lack content in such a way that AI content outranks and gets seen by, in this case, almost 4,000 people every single month, ranking for almost 5,000 keywords. Now, all this is in Norwegian, as you can see here. All the keywords are in Norwegian, and I'll open up the site here in a bit. As you can see, the amount of keywords that went up is just insane. And I can go here to the top pages, and all these pages I'll open up right here. These are all done with AI. Look at the volumes, right? Thousands, 3,000. This is insane volumes, okay? And I'll just translate this into English so you can read a bit. All of these are done with AI. And right here, you can see and by the way, you'll notice if you've watched the channel in the past, you'll notice this sort of structure, which is a little intro, key takeaways, and then the actual article with the internal links, external links, even in-article images, sometimes videos. You'll notice that this structure is the exact same structure that articles generated with Arvo, our SaaS tool, our SEO tool, does. So this template right here, the classic SEO article template, if you do it, right, add a keyword in the title, it will generate an article in this exact same template. Intro, key points, and then there you go, internal links, and to other blog posts of yours, into your homepage, your contacts page, external links, bullets, tables, quotes, right, and in-article images and videos as you saw right here. And again, people think that AI content doesn't rank. And as I said this before, like Google doesn't care, clearly, right, if we have a ton of results, Google doesn't care who or what writes the content. The only thing Google cares for is this content valuable for the end user? Does it satisfy the user's search intent? If so, right, Google doesn't care if it's a dog, a human, a robot, they don't care, right? And clearly here, even though this is AI-based content, right, Google still values it because maybe there's not enough valuable content about this subject in Norwegian that, well, this is the best content that is out there. Now, am I saying AI content is better than human content? No, I mean, not necessarily, because human content can be trash. AI content can be trash as well, right? But they can be also good, and this one can be good as well. Point being is that here, AI content, right, is clearly better than human content, assuming, of course, that in this niche, right, for the keywords that this article ranks for, there was either not enough human content out there, or the one that wasn't really valuable enough. And the proof of this is that all this traffic is coming in, and if we look at the top pages again right here, this one ranks, ranks number 2. So clearly, I don't know if the guy ranking number 1 is AI or it's human, or I don't know if the guy ranking 4th or 5th is human. But assuming so, right? Assuming the guy ranking 5th is human, well, clearly this AI content best satisfies user search intents for all these keywords, right? For all this traffic, better than any human content out there can. Okay, and I recorded a video. I'll link it down below in the description. It's going to be the second link for how to dominate these international-based niches with AI, but it's pretty straightforward, right? Again, you can use a tool like Arvo. You can use ChatGPT, anything you want. I don't really care. I just show you this one because the one I own this tool. I'm 100% biased, right? You get the point by now. But when you are generating an article, right, you can do so in over 150 different languages. You go here to settings, open this up, and here you can change the language from over 150 different languages, okay? And I can assure you that the Norwegian market is much less competitive than the English-speaking markets. Now, granted, of course, there's less money in Norwegian, Norway, than in the US, because, of course, US is if I'm not mistaken, one of the highest countries in the world with highest purchasing power, right? If you do content, for example, in a African dialect, because the African continent is a poorer nation or a poorer continent than, for example, the continent of the USA, right? You can get the same amount of traffic, but you'll make less money. Okay, hopefully it's making sense. Also, something else is that the country or the language of content what you're producing in matters a lot, right? But something else that matters a lot is the keywords, right? Because when you go for high buying intent keywords, because you could get like 1 billion in monthly organic search traffic, US based traffic, right? And make $0. And you could get, for example, I don't know, 1,000, right, in traffic from, I don't know, let's do Sweden or even Norway, right? And make a lot of money. because it's all about the keywords you rank for. You want to rank for high buying intent keywords. And by the way, I'll leave a link for my free full SEO course that goes over keyword research, how to produce content, how to get backlinks, how to generate backlinks, and technical SEO, on-page SEO, off-page SEO, all this stuff. And it's going to be the first link in the description. Okay, it's free here on YouTube. That goes over how to find the right keywords, right? How to build backlinks, how to do all that stuff for free. I just want to make a point that traffic can also be a vanity metric right here. Okay, but again, go here and generate the content in any language you want, and of course select target country, because if you produce content in Norwegian, right, you want to make sure that the target country is Norway, okay, because there's going to be some nuance to the content that only applies to Norway, okay. I mean, that's why we have it here as a target country. There's a bunch of other nuances you can choose here. Point being is that the content that it generates is this, right? You're going to be generating this. Now, of course, if I was these guys, I'd make it a bit more pretty. Like, for example, if you go here into our blog, right, right, if you click any of these articles, right, there's a featured image, right, there's an author, there's these things right here, there's a little sidebar right here that as you scroll, it goes down with you with the call to action. Down here, right, there's a call to action again. The letter is like, I think it's 16, so probably like it's more enjoyable to read something like this. Or for example, if you go to Ahrefs and read through their blog, right, these are interesting to read, right? There's a little column, right? This is very well interesting to read right here. Key takeaways again, it's way nicer to read something like this than something like this. Now again, they're getting the traffic, so maybe they don't care. But if I were them, I would make this a bit more prettier. Like to go through the article, I have to scroll down a lot to find it first. I'll reduce this size. I would take this and just hide it right here in the menu. I'll do a bunch of like UI and UX optimizations. Regardless, I mean, it is working. They're pulling in a ton of traffic, and it's just growing, right? And the site is quite new, right? Last year, almost, right? And they grew insanely well, and they keep on growing. As you can see here, all the keywords are pushing and ranking as they go, right? And again, all this is done with AI. And the reason why I know is because the structure is the exact same as the default structure for articles with we call it SEO template you can generate with Arvo, which is pretty cool. Now, granted, you can also create custom templates if you like. I mean, I won't go over this right here, but this is my second favorite feature. My favorite feature is the one right here, the lead magnets, which nobody uses. I don't know why, but it's pretty cool. And this is my second favorite feature because you can literally just do anything you want. I've given this example in the past. Let's say you're a software company like us, right? One of the most common things in software companies is to like produce articles about the competition. So go here and say, hey, here's them versus us, a proper in-depth comparison article, and this will rank for keywords like competitor alternative or competitor pricing. The idea here is to steal your competitor's traffic, and I made a video on this. It's going to be the second one. I'll link in the description. Probably one of my best videos ever that I've done about this because it breaks down an actual strategy applied to my own business. So that's going to be a second one. So the first one is going to be a video on how to do SEO, fully free. I think it's 2 hours long. The second one I think is 50 minutes long, going over this strategy in specific, which is pretty cool. Regardless, when you create custom templates, you can do something like this, right? Where it has the you versus them, right? A heading, a table, H2 paragraph table, right? You can do and customize and create your own custom template right here, right? You can create your custom template H1, and then P, and then H3, and then a table, and then image, and then you can literally create your custom tailored template based on anything you see online, which is pretty cool. You can basically emulate any type of template because again, if you just use the regular one, the template is going to be just like this. Which again, it works, as you can see right here. All these are ranking. So I encourage you, if you have a site right now, or if you just wanted to do some testings for affiliate offers or you can convert any of your products to the international based markets. Test this because I can assure you, if you produce content not in English, you'll see similar results because it's such an underserved market, right? There's still people searching, but not a lot of supply of content, which is pretty cool. So yeah, go test it out. I'll even give you another example right here. I think we have it on our homepage. This guy who just a French marketing agency guy, he took a bunch of the case studies here. You can go watch it. He's getting almost 6,000 in a monthly organic search traffic, and all he did was produce content in French. In specific, he just took a bunch of existing YouTube videos, right, in English, okay, in the English-based market, and converted them into blog posts in French using this feature right here, video to blog posts. He fully automated the thing, excuse me. And it just goes again to prove that the international-based markets are often underserved. And so I can assure you, if you test this out right now, you can probably pull in a lot of traffic like this for any affiliate offers or anything else that you're selling. Now, you might be asking, yeah, but won't this just go to zero because nobody uses Google anymore? Well, know, and I made a video on this, you go watch my second to last video. Again, I'll link it below. I'm gonna say it's gonna be the third link in the description. Okay, it's gonna be a video about this. But no, because even if this goes to zero, right? Even if let's say tomorrow nobody uses Google anymore. Nobody uses Google anymore, so none of this matters, right? Well, even if you're going to use a Perplexity or GPT or Claude, you're still going to be searching, right? Well, you're still going to be searching, and where do you think these LMs take the info from? Well, they'll still take it from this site. So if you ask anything about any of this, right, they'll say, hey, listen, here's the answer, and here's where you took it from. This URL right here. Okay, so they still give you links. So they still give you mentions, right? So again, I dive deep into that in the video that I just mentioned. So check the third link in the description. So it's gonna be that, and yeah. And by the way, if you wanna learn a bit more of these SEO strategies and how I build backlinks and all this stuff more in depth, you can join the academy. Arvo.com/academy, which by the way, let me just scroll past all these results. You get access to Arvo, the software that I just showed you, all this right here, all the features fully unlocked for 12 months. 12 full months, a full year included here, as well as, of course, all my SEO courses, right? 7 SEO courses plus my Rank plugin, my SEO community with weekly live SEO calls. You get a one-on-one consulting call with me, okay? Well, we'll just sit down and I'll go over your business. I'll basically put myself in your shoes and think, okay, what would I do if I was in your shoes in terms of SEO and marketing? SEO Q&A sections, a bunch of my courses. The course that I teach you basically how to build backlinks that I charge $300 each. So if you try to buy my backlinks right now, you're going to pay this. Here in this course, I'll teach you how to do it for free. A bunch of case studies, and of course, there's 100% money back guarantee if you don't like it. Yeah, that's it. Again, a full year's access to Arvo plus a bunch cool courses and materials to teach you how to do SEO and how I know all this stuff. I mean, I guess I've been doing it for so long. It's kind of second nature. But if I can leave you with something in this video is, I guess three things. First, check all the 3 videos in the description. Okay, that's the very first task. I'll give you 3 tasks. Check the videos in the description. Okay, all the 3 ones. Second task is leverage AI for international markets. Go for international markets. Give it a go. Choose a language other than English, right? And any language from any country in Europe, any language from any country in Asia, right? Choose one and then produce content on that. And I can assure you, you'll see something similar to this, okay? And third, if you want to learn a bit more about SEO, these LLMs, and how to rank on AI, how to rank on ChatGPT, how to rank on Google, all this stuff, how to build backlinks, how to do technical SEO, all this boring stuff, I guess interesting stuff, and have a one-on-one call with myself, just join the academy. It's going to be a 4th link, arvo.com/academy. Thank you so much for watching. If you could do me a huge favor before I sign off is click here to watch this. And before you do, scroll down and comment the words SEO. If you could do me a huge favor and just comment the words SEO, that'd be amazing because this helps push out the video to more people. And I think this type of content is valuable. And if you do think so, you can help me out having YouTube push this into the algorithm gods to be pushed out to more people. Comment the word SEO. And while you do that, after you do that, click here to watch this video. Cheers, take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.